My name is Javan Odhiambo Otieno. I am to talk about Maridady. I invested in Maridady. I wanted to buy a car and for business purpose, and I just found Maridady through the social media and contacted them. So I talked to Mr. Eric and I inquired if I could save little by little so that I could own a car.
Hey guys, my name is Edwin Omondi. I joined Maridady Motors in the year 2019. I was referred by my brother-in-law, Mr. Javan, who introduced me to Maridady. I can say that it has been a good journey, very smooth, very interactive. They have good customer care. Whenever I needed to ask for anything, for advice, they have been giving nice advice. This is my urge to those people who want to invest in Maridady and they have a dream to own a car. Trust me, Maridady is the best solution for you.
Jambo wote, watu wa Diaspora na Jamhuri. My name's Mary Mushiri. I'm based in America, Washington State, a place called Seattle. They call it Seattle. They don't have T. And I joined Maridady Motors in 2019. And I have invested in Smart PSV and Driving School Academy. I have seen the value of my money with those products, and they pay in time, so there is no disappointment. I would give them 5-star.
Hello, my name is Naomi Wainaina. I'm based in the UK, in London. I've been with Maridady Motors since 2020. I've invested in Importers Club and Smart PSV, also Shukrani products. The Maridady Motors provide value for your money and above market rate investment. The communication is very good. Sir Eric and Gilbert have been very supportive in terms of when there's queries. I've always got my returns in good time, and I would recommend anyone who has some cash lying somewhere to invest in Maridady Motors. You'll never regret.
My name is Daniel Mugo. I'm a resident of Qatar. I've been here for the last 10 years or so. I've been investing with Maridady for the last 5 years. And what I can say is in Maridady, I'm getting above market returns. What I can say is in my roadmap of investment, I think Maridady has been a partner which is reliable. I've been getting my returns on time when they fall due. And what I can encourage my fellow diasporians out here is Maridady is reliable.
Hi Jeremy, my name is Patrick Thuo. I am in the US, specifically in Georgia. I invested with Maridady a year ago, actually on the 26th of February. And I invested with the product is Importers Club. And my experience with Maridady Motors is a very pleasant experience. I can't imagine any other investment where you are assured of your principal and you're still getting returns every month. It's been a very good experience, especially knowing very well that every month I get a deposit in my account. Gilbert has been very faithful in letting me know, getting me a slip every middle of the month when the deposit is there. So I would urge anybody who is really interested in investing that this is the best product or this is the best company to invest with. because you're really assured of your principal as well as the agreed interest every month.
So Maridady offered me a good platform to save money. I started saving in January 2019 and I saved for 9 months. So the car which I bought was about 1 million and I saved half of the amount of the car, and they sent me pictures of the car. He gave me choices, he recommended the best car. So after hitting the half amount, I came back home because I was working in Dubai. I told them I'm coming, the car was ready, everything, registration, all clearance. My work was only to pay for the insurance, then they gave me the car.
It happened, I saw a clip, an interview with Jeremy. He was in the USA. I got interested. I thought, why not try? I tried, and since then I went back and invested again. I have 2 projects, and in fact I can't complain. I'm happy about it. All I can say is that if anybody want or is interested in investing in Kenya, Maridady is the best way to go. In fact, I did 2 projects the same year. I took a loan, I invested by Maridady on somewhere else. But I can assure you people, until now, I still have problem with the other project. But with the Maridady, I can't complain.
If you have a dream to own a car today or tomorrow, please join Maridady Motors Circle. It's not easy for people to accumulate money. I had been saving the little coin I get every day to the circle. By the end of the day, the smile came when I walk in the showroom. Brothers and sisters, this was the best time ever in my life. Thank you, Maridady, for giving me that opportunity. And also, I will advise those people that if only you need advice before you buy a car, consider Maridady. They will give you the best advice. They imported for me a car instead of buying for me a car. So kindly, they can also do the importation for you.
I would urge somebody who has something on the side to join Maridady Motors Investments, and there are so many products you can choose depending on your pocket.
So I won't hesitate to recommend anybody for Maridady. They offer good platform and they have good customer care. So when I paid half the amount, so I was to clear the balance in 1 year. So I'm almost done with the balance and there's no much pressure. Once you send your money to them, they will receipt you and they scan the receipt to me. So I won't hesitate to recommend Maridady if you want to save or invest your money or you want to get a car. Thank you very much and trust the process.
Last and not the least, I would like to thank Eric and the staff for the good support they gave me last year when my mother passed on financially, and they also gave me a vehicle to run around. I will thank you so much.
Thank you to a big up to Kerubo, Gilbert, Karani, Joanne, and the CEO, Mr. Eric. I will always be a member and I will always leave a testimony of Maridady Motors.
When it comes to investment, looking at the roadmap of where you want to grow your funds or where you want to invest, that is an area or that is a partner I can vouch for. And thank you very much, Maridady, for this journey we have had together in investment. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you very much. This is Jeremy Damaris, and of course I'm back to Maridady Motors, and of course this my brother is actually changing the world. He's doing something that is touching lives, and of course being honest, and he has made honesty one of his greatest virtue in this business. So, and of course because I'm with him again here, wacha tuongee naye bwana Maridady Motors.
Yes bro.
Namna gani?
Salama kabisa.
I'm happy to see you again.
Same here bro. I'm happy, very happy to see you.
Right.
You back. Yes, yes.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Sasa watu wanasema we have to do this in a national language.
Niliona.
Yes.
And I took it as a challenge. It's a very big challenge.
Right.
I remember you had told me, you asked me, should we do this in this language? Or I told you, you know, last time we did Kikuyu.
Yes.
But one of the things I have taken note is that Kenya Diaspora Media has really grown.
Right.
The audience have grown. And the beauty is that now it is the audience telling us, this is what we want you to do.
Exactly.
Na unajua customer akishasema
lazima,
who are we?
Yeah, inasemekana customer is always right.
Customer is always right.
And of course I know so many Kenyans have moved to diaspora. They work very hard.
Yes.
Either you start from Sudan or South Africa or maybe UK or US, and most of them want to invest back home.
Yes.
But of course now that person who is trusted ndio wanakosa. Watu wengi wamenyang'anywa sana na watu wao. So now tell us more about Maridady Motors, what you do.
First of all is to appreciate that point that you have said, because my brother Jeremy, I have talked to a lot of people in the diaspora, including today in the morning.
Yes.
I talked to one lady, I would call her mom, because she told me she's actually 68 years old. And she was giving me the story of how she has lost money to her family members.
Right.
Because one of the things that we have to accept is that in this country we have a poverty of values.
Yes.
People do not want to do things the right way. And that value that you are talking about, the value of honesty and integrity, is really a problem. It is a problem at the leadership level, the political level, the government level, and it is also a problem in the society. But Jeremy, somebody has to stand in the gap and try to demonstrate, particularly to the young people, that it is possible to do things genuinely and work hard.
You're right.
And this is one of the examples that we are trying to set as a company. That is why we work closely with our investors. We have quite a number of investors now in the diaspora who have trusted us with their money, and we really, really want to appreciate them. We know they took a risk on us, and we continue to reward them for that risk. And we want to pray and hope that we will continue to work very closely with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about import, you know, everyone's dream is to import a car. I think everybody was dreaming to have a nice house and a nice car.
Yes.
But of course, now sometimes it turns and become kitu ya kuogopa.
Yes.
Nili import gari, nikanyaganywa, ikapotea, nikachotwa.
Yes.
Now, able to eleze the process.
The process of importing a car here at Maridady Motors is very easy. We are happy because we have imported now 2 cars for you, for the ministry that you do. For us, we just agree on the vehicle that you want. We agree on the price. We agree on the delivery timeline. Now, the delivery timelines will depend on the country of origin. There are vehicles that we import from the UK. There are vehicles that we are going to import from Japan, from Singapore, from Thailand, sometimes from South Africa, or Australia, even Dubai. So depending on where your vehicle is coming from, it's going to take anywhere between 3 weeks all the way to 8 weeks. Sometimes now during the time of COVID, you know, there have been problems with shipping. So sometimes it can go beyond the 8 weeks. But hardly will it ever go beyond 3 months to import a vehicle from any part of the world. So once we agree on that, then we are going to agree on how you're going to pay. There's somebody who wants to pay 50%, and then when the vehicle is in Mombasa, they pay the difference. There's another person like you who wants to pay upfront for one of the cars and maybe pay 50% for another vehicle. So once we agree on all those things, we have to do a legal agreement. The legal agreement says what is expected of us as a company and what is expected of you as a customer. So it is going to be said you're going to pay 50% by this time, we are going to have the vehicle at Mombasa by this time, and you're going to pay the difference. And I want to emphasize to the people in the diaspora on the need to have written agreements, because this is one of the things that as we treasure as a company, that unajua hata kama mnafanya biashara na mtu wa nyumbani, brother yako ama ni cousin yako, wacha kusema unajua unamwamini. Ni vizuri
ni aniko yangu.
Kwa sababu watu wako na tabia ya kujifanya wamesahau. Lakini kama mmeandika pahali, you will be able to refer. So whether it is whatever business that you want to do with somebody, kama ni kitu wanakununulia. We have had cases of people in the diaspora nasema nilitumia mtu wetu aninunulie shamba, badala aandike jina yangu akaandika jina yake. Na unajua kama kuwa na maandishi ambayo inaonyeshana hii ndio ilikuwa agreement yenu, huyo mtu atakusumbua bure. So I would want to encourage the people in the diaspora, even as you do business with people back home, let us introduce some professionalism. Do an agreement, no matter how simple. Fanya agreement. Let it be witnessed by another cousin or by another brother. At least kukuwe na wewe mwenye mnafanya agreement and a witness. If possible, for some of the investments, the people, because the people in the diaspora, you know, I've been to a number of countries, bro. Even in the US I've come, and I've seen how hard you guys work for money. But you know, the person back here may not understand that.
Anafikiria tunachota kwa barabara.
Very unfortunate. Anafikiria unaenda tu kuokota pesa Amerika, so they can use that money anyhowly. Let people embrace doing written agreements.
You are right.
Kitu ambayo mnaweza refer tomorrow if there is a dispute and you move forward.
You are right.
Yes.
Wow. Now, of course, let's talk about maybe people who are in UK and also maybe, because I know in US we don't we cannot export cars from UK US to here. But I know people in UK who wants to bring cars back home, but they don't know where to start. Now, you as Maridady, where do you come in?
I can come in two ways. There is that person in the UK who is saying, I have my car, or I have already bought my vehicle, I want to send it back home. Now they can send it back home. They are going to be the consignee. Consignee is the person who is the owner of that cargo. And then they can use us as the notified party, so that once the cargo comes to Mombasa, then we can do the clearance process for them, and do the registration process for the vehicle for them, and bring the vehicle to Nairobi, or even take it to any other part of the country that they would want the vehicle to go to. Now there is something you have said about the US. I know that you people use vehicles that are left-hand drive, but I also know that for people that want to bring brand new cars from the US, they have an opportunity to order a right-hand drive vehicle. They can also be able to send it back home if they want to, and we can be able to help them with the clearance process. Now there's also somebody who is in the UK, but the vehicle they want to send back home, or that the vehicle they would want to return to Kenya with, is not available in the UK. It has to be bought from another part of the world. They can still give us the order, and we are going to do the import process for them, so that when they are coming to Kenya, they are going to find that the vehicle is already there. There is a special process for people that want to take advantage of a returning resident. You know, there is an exemption for somebody who is a returning resident. If somebody would want to get more information about that, they can be able to contact me with my number, and that is something that we can be able to talk about and be able to help them with.
Wow, that's very good. Now yule mtu naye pia anataka kununulia mzazi gari. They don't know, they know nothing about cars. But yes, I want to buy a car for my mom. I want to buy a car for my husband or for my brother. Sasa, how do you help?
First of all, in that note, let me first appreciate the people in the diaspora for the great work that they do back here. Sometimes I feel like those of us who are in Kenya are not appreciating our relatives in the diaspora for the great work that they do. You know, many of them are supporting parents, they are supporting their siblings, they are trying to help them start in life. Some of these parents are elderly people. I have interacted with a lot of people in the diaspora as they come home to take care of their aging parents. You know, age comes with health problems, and you find that the people in the diaspora are really doing a great job to support their parents and their families back home. May God bless you for the great job that you're doing from the diaspora. We know how hard you work to do this. Now, there are these people now also in the diaspora who wants to appreciate their parents. They want to show gratitude. That mom, you brought me up. Dad, you brought me up. I want to buy you this small car, to appreciate you for the work that you're doing. We help them. And the advice that I give them is that in Kenya, when you're buying a vehicle for an elderly person, for an old person, depending on who this person is, number one, you want to buy a vehicle that is easy to maintain. Because you don't want to be called every now and then, imevunja hii chuma na haipatikani. So we like to buy parents vehicles that are common, that have spare parts that are readily available, and that will not consume a lot of fuel.
Right.
Because for most of the elderly people, you know, you want to discourage them from a lot of expenses.
You are right.
Because they are at an age where maybe they don't have a lot of growing income. So you want to be very, very realistic with them.
Yes.
Give them a vehicle. I mean, I was very happy the other day. There is a couple in the US that sent us to deliver a vehicle, a Toyota Probox, to their parents in Nyeri. And you should have seen how those parents were happy.
I can
they were
imagine.
very happy, saying, may God bless our children.
Yes.
And that is, I think, what life can be all about. Yeah.
Wow. So it's a challenge to you. If you want to give back to your parents, or maybe your son or your brother, I think Maridady can help you actually to identify ile gari ambayo sasa yenye haiharibiki sana, na ikiharibika bado spare part ziko.
Yeah.
Now, when I was here, you told me about people who really don't want to buy for somebody's car, but they want to buy a car for investment.
For investment. Fantastic. Let me say that this has been an amazing project. We call it the Smart PSV, or Smart Cabs. And you know, Jeremy, if you want to make money legally, if you want to grow well legally, you have, number one, you have to be willing to take some risk. Okay? Because all investment involves a level of taking a risk. Hata ukisema uende ukapande mahindi kwa shamba yako, shamba ni yako, mahindi ni yako, uende uchimbe shimo upande mahindi. It's a risk that you have taken. You don't know, those maize can be eaten by
squirrel.
Zinaweza kataa kujamii.
Yes, you are right.
Investments also, there is no investment on earth that will not involve you to take some risk. But number two, which is very important, you have to be willing to solve another person's problem for you to make money. You have to be solving somebody else's problem.
You're right.
Even the person who sets up a hotel is setting up a hotel to solve your problem of ukisikia njaa unaenda kwake unakula kachapati. The Smart PSV is an opportunity for somebody in the diaspora, okay, to be able to make an investment back home. And this is how it works. The person is going to invest in a vehicle. You invest in a vehicle, you tell us, I have invested in a vehicle worth 1 million shillings. Here in Maridady Motors, we have a SACCO, and this SACCO is trying to help young people who want to get vehicles for business. They want to get vehicles for taxi. But you see, they would not qualify for loans, maybe sometimes in the commercial banks. This is the problem that you have an opportunity to solve and get a living from and grow your investment. So how do we go about it? So this young person is going to save a deposit in the SACCO because we are not going to give them a vehicle for free. And we want them to be committed to the project. Once they save a particular deposit, an investor in the US is going to buy us a vehicle, or an investor in the diaspora is going to buy us a vehicle that we are going to give this young man to use, okay? And the agreement that we have with the smart drivers is that you are going to use this vehicle to make money. You're going to return, if for example the vehicle is worth 1 million shillings, you're going to return back 1.3 million shillings. So it means that the investor is going to invest 1 million shillings. After 2 years, he's going to get back 1.3 million shillings. Okay. And because the taxi works on a monthly basis, so this driver will be paying us on a monthly basis. So a vehicle worth 1 million shillings, the investor is going to be paid 37,500 every single month. Okay. Every single month by the 5th, the investor who invested in a vehicle worth 1 million shillings is going to get 37,500. Okay. Now that is going to be paid for 2 years. Now on the 24th month, this investor is also going to be paid another 400,000. Where will the 400,000 come from? It's going to be paid by this driver, because he has been saving from the SACCO. So that lump sum is going to be paid to the investor as 400,000, and that is considered to be the value of the old vehicle, so that the old vehicle can now be transferred to the driver who was using it. Okay. Okay. I want to explain that again so that the investor can be able to understand. Right. The investor who is in the diaspora is not interested in getting the old car back. Yes. Because atapeleka wapi? Ukimwambia okay, umetumia gari yako miaka 2 miaka 3, sasa imezeeka, kujia gari yako. Huyo mtu haumsaidii. So this agreement is purely an investment. It's purely financial. So the investor is going to invest 1 million shillings. Is going to be paid 37,500 per month for 24 months. That totals to 900,000. Then, so that he can allow us now to transfer the old car to the driver who was using it, he's going to be paid a lump sum value. We call it the residue value of the car. It's going to be paid 400,000. So you're going to find that he invested 1 million shillings, but is getting back 1.3. So it means he can take 1 million and buy another vehicle, and he's going to pocket 300,000 as net profit for the business. Now the beauty is, it is this driver who is going to take care of this car. And because now he understands that at the end of the day, this car is going to be mine, he's going to take good care of it. Okay?
Yes.
Number two is that he's the one to service it. He's the one to fuel. He's the one to put insurance. And the investor is not at risk of being told, oh, gari yako imegonga mtu, ama gari yako imeua mbuzi, ama imegongana na mtu wa pikipiki. This is a hands-off investment. And can be done by somebody who is thousands of miles away. Because, Jeremy, this is a platform that now allows us to have that person in the diaspora be able to solve a problem back home, at the same time earn a return by making an investment in that industry.
Wow. Yes. So now I think that's a good one. So you can invest $1 million, that is $10,000 and at the end of
2 years,
that means a year is 150.
Yes,
that's $1,500.
Yes. So it's a return of 15%.
So at the end of the day, mtu after 2 years akuja sema nipeni pesa yangu, mtampe 1 million plus 300,000.
Actually, in the smart PSV analipangwa kila mwezi. Okay. Analipwa kila mwezi 37,500.
So hakuna mahali anafikiria milioni yake imelala bado.
Pesa yake inarudi kama tu venye angekuwa na taxi inamfanyia kazi hapa Nairobi, anapata an amount of money per week or per month. It is exactly the same model. It is the same model. The only thing that we are doing for them, we are the steward. They trust us with the money. We buy the vehicle, we give the vehicle to a driver, we supervise the driver and make sure that the driver is paying us on a monthly basis. Okay? If the driver gets a problem, we help sort out the problem and make sure that our investor continues to get his money.
Wow, so that means that mtu akitaka kuweka milioni 3, hizo ni PSV 3.
Yes, you know, we are our biggest investor right now for the smart PSV. We have somebody in Dubai. I actually want to request them to give a testimonial to you. We have they have about 6 units right now.
Wow.
We have somebody in the UK doing very well, has about 5 units with us. We have somebody in the US who has also invested about 5 units with us. And we continue to bring in more people to buy the smart PSVs.
Wow, these are good things. So it means every month huku pesa zinaingia kwa mwezi. Wewe uliweka kwako, lakini every month at the end of the day you'll have this one is guaranteed. Hakuna siku utaniambia ati hakukuwa na kazi.
Yes. Jeremy, by the way, all the investments here we do are guaranteed. And a lot of people question. But I say one thing. It is our responsibility as a company, because we understand our business, to make a promise that we know we can keep. And we have to guarantee the investor. Because if you cannot guarantee the investor, then why should the investor take a risk on you?
Wow.
So as when we say you're going to get this, you definitely must get that.
Wow, this is good. Now let's talk about Come again?
Import to sell.
Import to sell.
Yes.
Import to sell. And also you told me you have a driving school.
Yes.
So you can also buy a vehicle.
Yes, and work for you in the driving school.
Exactly.
So which one do you want me to start with?
Both of them.
Right. Let's talk about the driving school. Here in Maridady Motors, we have a driving school. And we are interested in training competent, safe drivers. We want to take the training of drivers in this country a notch higher.
Yes.
Many of the accidents that you see on the road are caused by incompetent drivers. So we want to solve that problem. And we've been doing this business now. This is the 3rd year from the time we started our driving school. But apart from training the learners, we also give investment opportunities to people who want to invest in our driving school, whereby you can buy a vehicle, and that vehicle is going to be used as a training vehicle in our driving school. And as a company, we are going to pay you on a monthly basis. I want to appreciate the people in the US. We already have one lady, very good. Should I mind if I mention her?
Right.
She's called Mary Moshiri. She has already bought us a driving vehicle that is working in our Nakuru branch. By the way, we should have a day and take you
I should visit, yes.
Yeah, that vehicle that is working in Nakuru was bought by a lady called Mary Moshiri in the US. And I find that amazing because now Mary Moshiri is in the US. She has been able to create a job in Nakuru for a young person who is working as an instructor with a vehicle, while at the same time she is getting a return on her investment. And we are solving a problem in the country by training drivers the way drivers should be trained. And now, because this year and coming year, we want to open more branches. So I want to encourage the people in the diaspora, if you have $1 million shillings, 1.2, 1.5 million shillings, invest that money with us. Let's invest in driving school vehicles. Let us train drivers, and in the process, you will make money and you will be happy. Yes.
Now, imports to sell.
Imports to sell is a great opportunity that now we have been giving to people in the diaspora and here in Kenya to invest in, whereby you give us your money. We are going to use your money to import cars and sell. We are going to do every process for you. And then we have an agreed return at the end of the day. Let me give an example with 1 million shillings. Our return this year is we are given 15%. It means if you give us 1 million shillings as an investment, we are going to make for you a profit of 150,000.
Right.
That is 15%. Okay. Now this profit can be paid how you want.
Yes.
It can be paid every month. So we are going to divide 150,000 by 12 so that we pay you 12,500.
Right.
Now there are people who want to be paid every 3 months. There are people who want to be paid every 4 months. So every 4 months we give you 50,000 shillings.
Yes.
And there are people who say no, stay with my money. At the end of the day, you're going to give me my 150,000 kama imeshikana. Labda ni mtu anataka akikuja hapa Kenya akute yako na pesa ya kufanya nini ya kutumia.
Right.
We also welcome all those people. We have people who are doing a very gracious thing. People with big hearts in the diaspora. Somebody invests, say, for example, 1 million shillings with us and says, I want that profit to go to my parents. Yeah? Or I want that profit to go to a particular support. I am supporting my younger brother or my younger sister. So I may invest your pesa ni yake. So at the end of the contract, most of our contracts are 2 years, anaweza kujia milioni yake. Lakini ile profit inatoka pale every month. We are sending it to the mom or we are sending it to the dad, to their mobile numbers via M-Pesa. And I find that very, very gracious, very, very generous.
That's very interesting.
Yes.
That means badala ya kushinda ukipigiwa simu every month, utatuma pesa lini, you can just take that money. It's yours, yes. Lakini make sure wanalipwa every month. So tuseme kama nikiweka milioni moja, mzazi atakuwa akipokea pesa ngapi?
12,500 per month.
Per month. Hiyo sasa ni kama mshahara analipwa.
Ni kama analipwa mshahara.
Wow, that's nice. Now tukitoka hapo, of course najua kuna mtu sasa hiyo mambo yote tumeongea labda hahitaji, lakini akona gari imekwama huko port. Alikuwa anajua yeye atafanya, but unfortunately it got stuck. Tell us some of the things that zinafanya hizi gari zikwame huko kwa port. Na pia unajua sasa mimi hapa Kenya hatujui exactly zile gari zinasapaswa kuletwa hapa which year, na ni mambo gani mtu anastahili kuangalia sana kwa mwangalifu ili gari yake isikwame.
I am going to explain that to you, but before I do that, let me touch a few kitu kidogo yenye tumeacha pale kwa investment. Kulingana na ile maswali watu wananiuliza. You know, after we did the video we did, I have received a lot of questions and inquiries from the diaspora. There are people who want to know what is the minimum, for example, that mtu anaweza invest.
Oh yes, sure, for real.
And, the minimum that somebody can be able to invest for import to sell is 300,000. You can start with 300,000. You start getting your profit on a monthly basis. Na ukisha invest your 300,000 unaweza ongezea pole pole. Kuna mtu anataka aongezee 50,000 a month, 100,000 a month, so that afikie ile target amejisetia. So we have a lot of people that have started, for example, with 300,000 alafu wanaenda wakiongezea pole pole. Now Jeremy, also there is somebody who doesn't have the 300,000 kama imeshikana na anataka kuingia kwa investment. For them, they can start investing in our sacco. Okay, because the sacco is allowed to take smaller amounts of money.
Right.
So pale kwa sacco mtu anaweza hata kuwa ana invest 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month. Aende akigrow investment yake, aigrow pole pole mpaka ile time yenye atafikisha the 300,000, then anaweza ichukua, transfer sasa invest kwa import to sell. It's good to touch on that person, and it's also good to encourage mtu kuanzia mahali anaweza. You know, sometimes watu wanajipatia stress because mtu anataka kupanda mti kutoka juu. It's good to start where you are. If what you can afford is to invest 100,000, start with that 100,000. then come grow your investment, pole pole, pole pole. I have seen people, I have a lady for example from Saudi Arabia, she started with 50,000, na saa hii amefikisha 1 million.
Wow.
Her investment now is worth 1 million shillings. And you know, that's great. That's a very good example of somebody being able to do something pole pole.
Wow.
Let me now come to this person who analeta gari inakwama. Ni nini inafanya hizi gari sometimes zikwame?
Yes.
Kitu ya kwanza, ukitaka kuimport gari lazima ujue kuna kitu tunaita age limit. And that is in the law. Okay? It's haina guesswork. Hufai kuimport gari Kenya ambao is older than 7 years. Na hata nikwambia hata ukileta gari ya yenye ni 8 years. Hautaagi pale useme hii imechelewa tu na mwaka moja. Hapana. For personal vehicles you're not allowed. So the first thing you want to do, make sure gari yako is not older than 7 years. So like this year tuna import gari za 2015.
Okay.
And you cannot import a car that is for 2014. So that is something you need to know. Number 2, you need to be able to know how much tax you will pay. Customs, duty, utalipa pesa ngapi. Because hapo ndipo watu tena wanakosea. Mtu anaenda ananunua gari pale, lakini hajafanyiwa hesabu za kujua hii gari
ikifika,
utalipa ushuru unatoshana aje. So unakuta ya kwamba gari imekuja, imefika Mombasa iko kwa port, lakini hana pesa ya kulipa tax. Na unajua ikikaa pale kwa port, it continues to be charged demurrage and storage. So it ends up being very expensive, and some of those vehicles end up actually being auctioned.
Yes.
So ni vizuri mtu ajue budget ya taxes itatoshana namna gani.
Wow.
Those two things are very, very important for somebody who wants to import a car.
Wow. Yeah. I think this is a very important information, and of course wale watu wanataka kuinvest na mambo ya magari, unasikia unaweza anza kuuza magari na huna yard kama hii. This is a very nice place and is a good place. Now the reason why should people trust you ndio utatuambia, and of course you can give us the direction mahali mtu anaweza kupata, and of course namba yako ya simu.
Jeremy, to date I have done this business now for 16 years. 16 years. And the other day I was looking at the data, and I thank God. I do not take the glory for this. We have been able to deliver more than 5,000 cars to Kenyans.
Wow.
Successfully, without a single Kenyan saying
alinyaganywa
or I have lost a shilling.
Yes.
I think that is something that I should be happy about. So I would say we have a track record. We have people that have invested with us. We have people that have invested with us for more than 5 years.
Right.
And they continue to get their investments, to get their returns.
Yes.
You remember I was with you in the US 3 years ago. Okay?
Yes.
There are people who invested. They took a risk, like I said, and they invested with us then.
Right.
You can ask them on the video. They continue to get their returns.
Wow.
We want to be focused in making sure that our company is transformative. I want to be focused as the person behind this brand to make sure that this brand is not about me. It should be about the people. It is about that old woman who is supposed to get 5,000 shillings a month because of the investment that we have made. That is what gives me joy. Because one of the things that has destroyed Africa is the selfishness of men.
Yes.
You know, somebody wants to own the whole country alone. Somebody wants, and you see that selfishness, it goes to everything we do. It goes to the churches. It goes to our businesses. And you know, the other day I was doing a business course with Strathmore Business School, and we were really challenged. We were told, you people, you African entrepreneurs, you have to think beyond yourselves. How do you build a business that benefits more than just you and your family?
You are right.
How do you build a business that will go beyond you as a person? The day you die, who will continue with your business? So Maridady Motors is not my business. It is a business that God has given me to manage on behalf of the people.
Yes.
That person now who is in the US and says, I don't have papers to be coming and do business in Kenya. We should be their steward.
Yes.
And we do business on their behalf. When you come here, you see employees working here.
Yes.
It's their business. I tell them it's their business.
Yes.
I set it up. I may have come up with the idea, but it's now an idea that is bigger than myself.
You're right.
It is your business now, drive it. I want to tell the investor out there, this is now your business. It's our business. Instead of me thinking of how I can make a small queen cake, this is what we were taught at Strathmore Business School. Don't think of making a small queen cake for yourself. think about making a big cake.
Wow.
And then you get a piece of it yourself. And that piece will be bigger than the queen cake.
You are right.
So we are making a big cake at Maridady Motors so that somebody in Germany, somebody in Belgium, somebody in South Africa, somebody in the US, in Saudi, wherever they are in the world, here in Kenya, they can be able to say, I have $1 million shillings, let me invest it in your business. And then they can also be able to get a return out of it.
Wow.
Yes, that is why I think people should trust us.
Perfect. And because before you give us your contact, of course, najua kuna mtu anajiuliza, mimi niko Iraq, niko Saudi Arabia, niko mahali fulani for this time. Najua kuna wale wanaenda hizi mainchi wanapewa contract ya 3 years. But they want when they come back, wakuwe at least na mtu kagari yake, either kama atafanya taxis, taxi, ama atafanya Uber, ama atafanya kitu ingine, apate gari. Sasa watu kama hao unawasaidia namna gani?
Fantastic. We have a product for them. In our circle, we have an account called Maridady account. And Maridady account allows that person to save pole pole. Okay? Ana save akiwa na lengo ya kwamba anataka kukuja achukue gari. And we have people that have saved. I'll give you 2 people that you will interview. They save from far away, out of the country. They save 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month. In 3 years, amefikisha pesa ya kununua gari. Anakuja na tunampatia gari. The good thing is that akisave kwa sako yetu, anaweza opt either a save 100%. Aseme gari ni ya $1,000,000, mimi nita save $1,000,000, staki loan. But kuna mwenye atasema mimi nita save nusu, na nyinyi mnikopesha nini? Nusu. Kwa sababu in our circle we are able to give you 50%.
Okay.
So you save 500,000, tunakupatia gari ya $1,000,000, and then we give you 2 years. To pay the difference. Yeah. How are we able to foot the difference? We have investors. And this is why I was saying we are creating a platform for this person to solve the problem of this other person and get some money. So kuna investor ametupatia 500,000. So tutachanganya na hii saving ya huyu mtu. Okay? Tupatie gari yake ya 1 million na yeye aturudishie ikiwa na profit kidogo yenye tutapatia investor wetu. So I want to encourage the people out there, take a step of faith. Take a risk, start where you can. Start saving that 10,000, 20,000, and you will one day accomplish your dream.
Haya, namba zako nimeziweka hapa all through, but it's good to give us again.
Yes, my number is 0724 96 43 43. 0724 96 43 43. Nipigie ama uniandikie message ya WhatsApp. I encourage you, naweza kwanza niandikia message ya WhatsApp so that I can be able to call you back. Sometimes watu wakiwa diaspora anapiga na namba lakini hakumbuki hiyo namba. Si namba yake. Okay, na unajua sasa sitaweza kumpigia back. Sometimes mtu amenipigia labda ninaongea na simu nyingine or maybe I'm talking to a customer. So I want to encourage them, drop me a message on WhatsApp, call me on WhatsApp, or make sure you call with your number, and then I will be able to get back to you. And then also I will want them to meet with one of my assistants. He's called Mr. Gilbert, who will be assisting me in matters to do with diaspora investments.
Wow, thank you very much. And of course you can get in touch with Eric. I've been here. They are actually along Kiambu Road, a few meters away from the DCI offices. Zenye zinajulikana sana. So you can just come here, visit them, see what they have. Hii sio biashara ya ati inawekwa leo ifungwe kesho. It's a well established tunaita car dealers ama tunaita namna gani? Showroom. Inakaa kidesign ya America. So kindly visit them. Kuja uone gari yenye unataka, ukitaka V8 naona wako nazo hapa. Wamesema they import any type, hata mabasi. Hata maroli.
Commercial vehicles ukitaka, we are going to get them for you.
Exactly. Mimi naitwa Jeremy Damaris. God bless you. Na usipopata Eric na unataka nikuunganishe naye, talk to me through 205 720 4397. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Martin Kanyi. I invested with Maridady Motors where I was in Iraq. That was in 2019. And for the last 4 years, I've had great experience with Maridady Motors because they have always been truthful. They have always kept their word. I have been receiving my interest on time. That's meet every month. I do recommend Maridady also to my family and friends because it's the only company, even with pandemic, they made sure they fulfilled their obligations. They kept in touch with us and they did marvelous job on that year. That was back 2020 when the pandemic hit. Kudos to Sir Eric, Gilbert, and also the entire team, for you have been doing a great job. Thank you.